Welcome back inside Pure Esports in Gilbert, Arizona, where today the Arizona Smash League continues with Group C. My name is Laird, and joining me today is my main man, Schroeder, and it's time for the AZSL pre-show. Schroeder, brother, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing yourself?
You know, dude, it's been a nice day. It's been a nice, calm day, but this evening it's going to be anything but when we have Group C of the AZSL going at it for their chance to play in the finale of this series.
Definitely one of the most stacked pools of groups so far. So let's take a look at the format for this season. The top 8 players from Season 0 were invited back this season, and 8 more players qualified through their placings at Almost Ascension in June. Players were then seeded into groups of 4, with one group playing each week. The groups are double elimination, with the top 2 players playing it out to make it out to the final event taking place on August 15th at Pure Esports. Grand finals of each event will be played for seeding for the finals event, where everyone will start from winners.
All right, and make sure to check out all of the action over the course of the next 4 weeks. Our broadcast will be live every Tuesday starting at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, of course, here on twitch.tv/SAK Gaming TV, which I would assume you're watching right now. So anyway, there's our schedule. It's up there. But tonight, as you previously stated, dude, we got a heck of a pool ahead of us.
For sure.
Probably one of the most stacked of the entire Arizona Smash League. And I mean, we got our man Horse, we got B-Rice, we got Arrow, and of course, we've also got
Frost.
I think Frost. Yeah, thought so. But I mean, you know, what are you expecting to see tonight?
A couple of hype sets. You know, this is definitely one of the most toss-up pools I've seen so far. So it's just, I can expect anyone to get out of this pool for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we had something similar last week with, I was expecting Jinx to make a heck of a run, but unfortunately, they didn't qualify, and instead, we had a
Akidona.
heck of a upset. Yeah, Akidona with that Palu. Also had a pretty good showing at Pure Smash last week as well. But speaking of these players, you know, Horse has been a staple in Arizona Smash through Smash 4. You know, what are you expecting to see from them tonight?
Well, Horse has always been one of those players who was ranked through multiple seasons in Smash 4 and one season in Ultimate. But as of recent, he's been doing really well at events, and he's just making himself to be one of Arizona's best players again. But we sat down with Horse to talk about his goals, and not just AZSL, but his Smash career as well.
I don't really have any expectations for myself. It's more so my goal is to just play the best that I can, and obviously I'm going to try to do my best, but I just want to have fun and, you know, play my best. That's all I want to do. If I can inspire people in some way, either with my play or with something I made or doing something with the community, I think that's my ultimate goal. I want to make a difference and like inspire people, I guess. I don't know.
So, I know we got a little bit of a brief insight of what Horse seeks to accomplish playing this game, and you know, my man's blinged out. He's got his time gear necklace as well as his Nest one, and we've actually been seeing the Nest coming out as opposed to the Peach Daisy from Horse as well. I believe you talked to Horse about that a little bit before this evening.
Yeah, Horse in Smash 4, Ness is just his character. Everyone knew Horse. He was the Nest player of the state, right next to SS, who currently isn't active. So as of right now, Horse alongside Okios is one of the main Nest players. But Horse, you know, every single time he's on the screen, he's always doing something explosive, getting these PK rocket kills, and just clutching out sets that he definitely should not win in most cases.
Yeah, so it's that clutch factor from him. And, you know, I think that might relate back to, you know, what Horse's ultimate goal is here playing this game. It seems like they're very conscious of the community that is surrounding them and helping push them to the next level. And I think if they get that momentum this evening, you know, qualifying for AZSL, and they get the community backing them, and you know, they have that in the back of their head going forward, they're going to be a force, the force of the horse going forward.
For sure. But, against some of the other people that he's playing against today, it might be pretty hard for him. For the most part, most of them have been doing better than he has in most of these events, but that doesn't mean that horse is not a contender to make it out for today.
Yeah, I like you said before, I don't think there's a single person in this pool who is not a contender to make it out. I mean, this is up in the air. I'm thinking here on the couch, I can't really decide who I would give the edge to this evening either. But they've got a tough round one as well. It's going to be them versus Arrow, if I'm not mistaken.
It's actually
round one.
It's actually Horse and B-Rice round one, I believe.
Oh, Horse and B-Rice. Okay, never mind. Forgive me. But I mean, we're going to talk about Arrow right now. That young man, who made a splash very early in the season by winning the North America circuit in the Southwest all the way back in 2019, and they've been seeing very consistent top finishes since, including I think they got second place in Season 0 of the AZSL, and we caught up with him to talk about his ultimate goals in Smash.
I guess I want to beat Stroder in a set for sure. That's one thing I want to do. I'm on the way because I beat him once, but I gotta take a set off him next. But I guess just being able to compete with the best and have their respect and be able to show a more dominant side of myself and being able to show off that I'm better than a lot of other people. So I want to prove that.
I like this guy.
So
well, Stroder.
Yeah,
oh man, you got a rival here.
Got someone gunning for me, but he did play second in the last AZSL, and as some people might know, I was the one that beat him at AZSL, and that was also the same tournament that he was talking about, where he did take a game off of me in winners finals of that tournament.
Right. Which is something, as you've proven with pure Smash, even when you're not playing your main character Greninja, is no easy feat.
Mm-hmm. But
so that young man, they've got a show to put on tonight.
Yeah, the one thing that does kind of scare me a little bit about Arrow's play is he's kind of like me, where he will play a bunch of different characters. But we have seen in the past, he has lost a set to Bethel because every single game he's kind of just swapping on and off. There was a game where he lost with Joker, loses one game, and immediately switches off. And and then he switches off to a different character, wins with that character, switches off of that one. So maybe we might be seeing something like that today. But I would really like to see that. If his Joker's popping off, then him just constantly play Joker, or if his Youngling's popping off, just constantly playing Youngling. But he is definitely a character specialist.
Right. Yeah. Definitely likes those sorties. And it's kind of surprising that Link is considered to be his main when he plays. He's been playing a lot of Joker. I've been seeing a lot of the Joker lately. Mm-hmm. They also have a really solid Youngling, and I think they're a lot more used to more agile, aggressive characters. I think that's kind of the direction that they're heading. And going back to that interview from a second ago, I think that kind of mindset, where he wants to assert his dominance on his opponents, I think that's part of his mentality going forward, is that he wants to play super aggressive characters and just crush you from the inside out, prove that he is better than you, so that before the match even starts, you don't even feel like you have a chance.
Yeah, and that's just something that he's definitely going to get there. Watching him play and playing him myself from AZSL Season 0 to watching him play a couple weeks ago at Pure, where he did play Frost. So something like that's going to be interesting. He's definitely starting to get a lot better as time goes on. Right.
I think it's just his ability to, stick and hold with a character to get into that rhythm of dominance. Because, like you said before, like at Almost Ascension, when they were playing Bethel, they swapped through pretty much every character in their arsenal, and they just weren't able to survive against Bethel's, character specialist in the Toon Link. But I think if they had stayed the course with the Joker or the Young Link, and they got into that groove and started figuring things out, instead of focusing on, okay, now I gotta adjust myself to playing a new character with a new style, now I'm adjusting to my opponent instead of, just like, okay, I know my character, I know how to play my character. But it's when, you don't have to focus on changing every second, and it's just focusing on what your opponent's habits are going to be. That's when, you start getting into that tempo and that rhythm. And for an aggressive player like Arrow, that's got to be his mindset going forward.
100%. And just straight off the bat, we're already introducing two insanely good, insanely high-paced players. But with those being the first two players, after this break, we're going to be visiting with the best Crom in Arizona, as well as a very, very low-tier dog. So we'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back.
And welcome back.
Yep, just immediately getting into it again. We have the Arizona's best Crom and one of the clearest contenders for the first after pandemic power ranking season. Frost has led the next generation of up-and-coming Arizona players, and we asked him what he feels like his greatest strengths are as a player.
As a player, honestly, and I don't know how common this answer is, but I think it's generally just the ability to assess my situation and stay calm about it. Just understand that there's a way around what I'm losing to or what's happening, and the ability to adapt to that and just stay calm. Not everyone can do that, It's like it's a lot of pressure.
So taking a look at our main man Frost stats here, holding his dog, coming in from Mesa. Now, Frost has been somebody I've been able to watch pretty consistently at Pure Smash, put on a show consistently every week. I mean, that Crom is, he's the best in Arizona with that character for a good reason. And, I'm starting to realize more and more about these players with their styles through these interview segments, because that definitely starts to show a lot in how Frost plays.
Yeah, 100%. And, especially watching Frost at these Pure Smashes, these pilot programs, him just talking about himself being able to stay calm is definitely something you can see when he's in these Game 5 situations with people like Riley and myself, where even though he's in this tense Game 5 situation, you see him always stick to his game plan. He's changing it up where he needs to, and he's just not pressing anything he doesn't have to, and he's not, forcing plays.
Yeah. I mean, it's that kind of mentality when the chips are down to kind of stick with it and keep being like, okay, I'm still going to play my domineering play style. I have this character with a lot of range and a lot of speed to just get on top of people and clobber them. That confidence in your mentality is so important at the higher level of competition. And it's no wonder how Frost is able to place this ball consistently, especially against the likes of you. I've seen them have you on the ropes every now and then.
Yeah, for sure. And it's just something that's caught me off guard, because most of the time when I'm playing people in the region, I'm just like, okay, well, I sit down and they're already scared of me. I sit down against Frost, and me and him are just joking around, having a good time, and that's when I know he's playing his best. Is there's no pressure on either of us, so we're just chilling, we're just doing what we're doing.
Yeah, and that's an interesting point that you bring up about Frost's ability to just laugh things off. That kind of, again, I don't want to keep using the word mentality, but that kind of mindset whenever you're sitting down against an opponent, that you're able to laugh things off even when you're losing or whenever your opponent has an advantage. That's gotta show some kind of enjoyment of the game, which is kind of lost at the mid to high level because it's always a grind. But if you're able to keep that little bit of joy whenever you're playing, no matter how hard it gets, you could keep playing your best regardless of how much pressure you're in if you're just having a good time with it.
For sure, and you even see this at the highest level of play as well, where you'll be seeing like number 1 and number 2 in the world, they'll be playing, and something stupid happens, and both of them will laugh it off, and they're just gonna continue playing on in the set. And obviously it's just like, oh, haha, that was dumb, it was funny. But it's also just like, I'm not tilted or anything, so I'm going to continue to just play the way I'm supposed to be playing, and I'm going to, go through the rest of the set.
Yeah, that can't be taught. That's the kind of thing you gotta be born with. You gotta nurture that. You can't ever just develop that.
Yeah, and Frost, he got third at last AZSL, only losing to Arrow. So this is definitely one of the players we have to look out for in this group as well.
So hopefully it'll be the revenge tour for them tonight if they end up playing against Arrow. But moving on to our next player, one of the most beloved Arizona players, always kind and ready for friendlies, it's B-Rice, who has received a nationwide level of recognition for his exciting and plucky Isabelle gameplay. And we asked him how he chose to play this perky Shih Tzu as his main.
How did you choose Isabelle? I played Villager in 4, and then when Ultimate came out, she was cuter, had more combos. So the two upsides, I really see no other switch to do, and then I just stuck with her. I don't know if it's a reach or not, but I want to be the best Isabelle in the world.
Do you think you're close to that?
Yeah, I'm not there yet. It's gonna take a lot of work to get there, but I think it's possible.
And
B-Rice.
Yeah, B-Rice saying it himself. Yeah. Just going back to that game enjoyment that we were talking about. Just someone that just loves his character. He, played Villager in Smash 4, and just like he said, Isabelle was cuter, had more combos, so there's two upsides. So he's going to continue playing the character that he enjoys.
Yeah, I think B-Rice is the epitome of a low-tier hero. Somebody who just picks the character that they like and they stick with it firmly without ever even planning on deviating from that. It shows, again, it does show a love of the game as well, but some people see characters as a vehicle to their success, but some people see themselves as a vehicle to the character's success, and that's something I see incredibly common amongst low-tier mains, just like B-Rice. And that confidence in your character, on the path to be the best in the world, that is no easy feat to do. But B-Rice, might very well be within the top 10 in the world at this point, or at the least the country, if I had to guess.
Mm-hmm. And I just love how humble he is about it. Being asked, "Are you close to being the best Isabelle in the world?" And he's just like, "I might be there, but I'm not really sure. It's definitely a possibility." But you ask anyone else in Arizona, it's like, "Hey, how good is B-Rice compared to every other Isabelle?" I'm going to say it. Riley's going to say it. Most people in the region is going to say it. We're just going to be like, yeah, B-Rice is the best Isabelle in the world, hands down, not even a contest.
Yeah, and, Isabelle's a character that we haven't... Now, she's got some shenanigans, of course. She's got that command grab that can be shielded for some reason, but also can, go up weird angles off stage, can be used to stage spike, is one of her main kill options. She's got really good, very, very good range. with her projectiles. She has a disjointed, very fast up tilt that combos into itself if she's getting pressured. Great recovery that, doesn't have a hitbox, so it might be a little hard to punish. She's got a lot of good tools. I've neglected to mention down B at this point, which is a really good option for, avoiding ground assaults.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a lot of tools that if you figure out how to use them interchangeably, she can be a definite threat, especially with very few people having good matchup experience versus that character.
For sure. But that's all the players we have to introduce today. That is everyone that will be playing in this group. We had Horse, we had Arrow, Frost, and B-Rice. You can find all of these interviews over at the SAK Gaming YouTube page, along with the VODs from today and all of our events. Be sure to click the link on our Twitch profile and smash that subscribe button.
Yes, sir. And for those of you who are wondering, who is responsible for the broadcast today, it's FrameSync Media, where TV meets esports. FrameSync's goal is to bring esports content to life with the same standards and practices as live television, backed up by years of experience in sports and news. Help us bring your production or event to life today by emailing sales@FrameSyncMedia.media. And, in the town of Gilbert, we're ready to see some hot Arizona Smash action this evening.
Yeah.
Sure. But before we get to that point, production's telling us we're going to have a little bit of a break towards the conclusion of our pregame show. But stick around, don't go nowhere. We're going to have round one starting very shortly. Don't go nowhere, don't touch that dial. Yeah, right at 6:30 on the dot, Pacific Standard Time, of course. But don't go nowhere. We'll be back shortly. All right, everybody, welcome back. It is about time we get this train running.
Yep, for sure, for sure. Looks like the first match we're going to have on stream is going to be B-Rice vs. Horse.
B-Rice and Horse. All right, so this is a very interesting matchup. I mean, again, it's not one you see every day. You got Isabel on screen, so that's weird. And then you have Horse not probably sticking with Daisy, probably is instead going to be going with the Ness, like you were saying before. And Isabel kind of has a field day edge guarding Ness, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And honestly, I'm not going to lie, I would be kind of surprised if Horse still decided to stick it out with the Ness for this set. As we did watch B-Rice double eliminate Okios just this past weekend at Smash It Park.
Ooh, okay. Then again, I'm imagining Horse plays a very different style of Ness, I think, than we're expecting from Horse, or than we usually see from Okios, rather.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But you know, even then, Lifetime, their set record is going to be 4-0 in B-Rice's favor. The last time these two played in bracket was actually almost Ascension, the Tuesday bracket. So kind of recent, kind of not recent, but you know, I'm pretty sure that was still around the time where Horse was playing his Daisy.
Okay, so fingers crossed for both these players, so we can get the best from them. Let me think about this. So I think Daisy kind of gets zoned out a little bit.
Yeah, and I know Horse is not a big fan of these zoner matchups.
Yeah, I know Daisy kind of tends to struggle getting in on that, and when Daisy gets in, that's where she gets the bulk of her damage, obviously. But
well, I'm kind of curious on what Horse is going to be playing here, because unless you know Horse fairly well, you wouldn't know that he does have his inner suit. He's been working on a Palu. He can play a couple of characters fairly decently.
Palu might not be too bad. All right, B-Rice sizing up the character roster right now.
B-Rice making us think he's going to play a different character.
Yeah, trying to test our commentating ability this evening.
You know, maybe at some point in this tournament, maybe we'll see Villager. You never know.
We might see the Villager. That would be a show for
that'd be a
damn
show.
sure.
I've never seen it in this game.
Yeah. All right, and we got Horse on his phone right now. All right, there's the Isabel. Music pick is important, apparently, according to production. We didn't see it, but it's... What is this?
Yeah, this is Horse's go-to song every single time he plays on any Pokemon stage. You go to Kalos, he'll pick this song. You go to PS2, he'll pick this song. I'm pretty sure if
It's pretty good.
any other Pokemon stage is legal, he'd 100% pick this song every single time you go to it.
And I can definitely tell that they're a Pokemon fan with the Time Gear necklace right now. From the best Pokemon spin-off series, hands down. The Zero Suit coming out.
We actually are going to get the Zero Suit. So Zero Suit was Horse's co-main in Smash 4. And he did play it a little bit at the beginning of this game.
So we got a couple of Blondies going to be fighting it out for us right now. Now, if I had to be honest with you, I think this is going to be a pretty volatile matchup. Samus is a very tall character. She has a little bit of a low-profile dash, though. Not much of one, but a little bit of one. And she's really effective from that mid-close range compared to Isabel, who's pretty effective at most ranges, but especially the long range.
And as you can see right now, B-Rice is kind of just being allowed to weave in these B-Reverse neutral beats to, just like that, get around Horse's
great game.
Because the one thing Zero Suit does want to do in this matchup is she wants to be getting these anti-airs on Isabel. She doesn't want to let Isabel play the game.
Right. I mean, if you play a top tier, you don't want to let a low tier play their game, because you can get cheesed out of your mind, as we just saw there.
Yeah. And that's one of the issues with the Horse's Zero Suit, is he will go for these plays, and most of the time it will just result in a reverse edge play.
Yeah, oh man, but two quick stocks coming out from B-Rice.
Yeah, B-Rice.
I'm starting to
he's able
realize
to
that
everything.
Yeah. Horse is having a really difficult time of hitting B-Rice just because of how short Isabel is.
really
Good
bad
recovery there.
situation He might have
Oh.
died? Yeah, unfortunate. But that game was just B-Rice got control and he just ran away with it.
A minute and 25 seconds too. You know, hey Stroder, I have a hot take for you.
What's up?
I don't think ZSS was the character choice for this.
Yeah, maybe not, but you know, wonder if we'll see the Nessus game or maybe we'll see Palu. And we're gonna see the
All
Palu.
right, All right, from one top tier to another, I gotta say, I'm kind of a fan of Palutena more so than the Zero Suit in this matchup.
For sure.
I think Palutena having a lot more aerial utility that's easier to land. Not that ZSS doesn't have her fair share of aerials. It's the Nair. It's going to be catching B-Rice in the air with these up airs later on as well. It's an invincible back air that can be used to go through these projectiles. I think that's going to be super important in this matchup.
For sure. And this is just one of the matchups that most Villager and Isabel players seem to dislike a lot. Mainly just because that Nair is just so huge, and it's hard for B-Rice to do the thing he was doing earlier where he was de-reversing past Zeus' aerials.
Right. So already we see B-Rice back in the lead, but a little bit of a closer game so far. But man, this ledge trapping and these grabs coming out, every single defensive option is being read right now. B-Rice way deep into Horse's head.
Yeah. And another thing to mention is that during COVID Wi-Fi tournaments, one of the wins that B-Rice did rack up was on Vestness, and it was against his Palutena. So he definitely does have experience in this matchup.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. B-Rice is doing a really good job of making Isabel feel super oppressive, but she is an incredibly light character and has a long disjointed forward smash.
Ledge trap situation right here. That's gonna be it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Way
That's
to
such a good
capitalize
setup.
Yeah, honestly, if you can hit, is that double up?
You can
smash?
double up smash in this game. This character's
I
broken.
guess so. Yeah, man. Oh, dude, we're looking at a top tier.
Yeah,
Oh.
forget it. Forget everything I said about a low tier dog. This character's broken.
Yeah, honestly, like we're seeing Palutena on the ropes right now. It doesn't look like she has any options against Isabel.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Freaking Isabel, man! This dog has rabies.
But, Horse trying to get something started right here. Did have B-Rice in disadvantage here just a little bit. Good trying to read a spot dodge right there. Not gonna get it. Huge edge guard opportunity right here.
Yeah,
Not gonna get it.
Really good stall there from B-Rice. Not going up as early as Horse expected them to, and they were able to recover very safely, pretty much for free there.
This should be it.
F smash, F tilt.
That's gonna be the up tilt. F smash
Wow.
isn't guaranteed there, so B-Rice is just gonna go for the guaranteed option, gonna F tilt him and take that game.
That was a great. I mean, this performance. Excuse me, I had a burp there. Was insane from B-Rice so far. I mean, beating two top tiers, and yikes, dude.
I do believe we got a stage switch. We're gonna go back to the Palutena. Was working way better than the Zero Suit, to be fair, and Horse was kind of picking up at the end. So maybe the stage switch will help Horse out in this game.
Right, but it's all about how well Horse is going to be able to close in on B-Rice, and not give themselves up to that mid-range where they were definitely struggling a lot last match.
But already Horse getting some nice damage. That's gonna be a jab. Not gonna get the up tilt though. Very rare to see B-Rice miss that.
Yeah, I don't know. It could have been really good SDI or something from Horse to avoid that. But we see B-Rice, going right back into it, getting to work, dealing a lot of damage. And he mentioned during his interview segment that he really likes the combos that Isabel has at their disposal, and we're seeing no shortage of those in this matchup.
Horse gonna be at the ledger now, which is just this is the situation where B-Rice has been killing him a lot. Not gonna get that S smash. B-Rice gonna retaliate with a forward air.
Man, B-Rice is making it so difficult for Horse to land anything. Yeah, just skirting around every option that Horse is throwing out. It's been like this the past couple of games. Horse is going to need to really take a commanding, domineering set lead here or excuse me, lead in this game if they want to have any chance of staying in the set. There's a back throw, not going to kill.
Yeah, very good DI from Horse. Very hard throw to actually DI, and what a 2-frame from B-Rice.
Yeah, man, it's those janky ledges of Town and City right now that led to that kill happening. You see that the ledge of it is very thin compared to most stages, so 2-framing is a lot easier because of that little gap between the bottom of the stage and the ledge. We see a little bit of that jab pressure coming out too from B-Rice. There's a down throw back air.
This could be a really good situation for Horse to rack up a lot of damage right here, but B-Rice is very quickly just going to get out of that corner.
Man, I heard somebody talking about, one of my friends who also plays Isabel, talking about how B-Rice is boring. This is anything but right now. They're picking their spots incredibly well, playing super aggressively compared to what I'm usually used to seeing from Isabel. I mean, this is nutty.
Like I said, man, everyone in AZ, if you ask them who's the best Isabel, we're all gonna say B-Rice. And as you can see, just from him kind of bullying some of the people in our region, you definitely see why.
Yeah, the low-tier hero doing an amazing job right now against 2 separate top tiers from Horse.
But Horse still keeping it kind of even despite everything. Very even percents right now, or not as much. But both of them could die to a really good read at this point.
Right. And Palutena definitely has a lot of good kill setups, especially on this stage. Not able to get one there, but it really was close to happening. And that back throw is going to be killing. Could be last stock winner's side for Horse if they can't seal out this game. And we already see B-Rice, despite the percent they're at, getting right to work.
Yeah.
Already 55%.
Doing these dash attacks. And, for how little you see Isabel played, you don't really notice that a lot of her normals do a lot of damage. With most of them doing about like 14-ish percent and leading into each other.
Yeah, 11 to 14% on average. I mean, those forward airs and back airs really don't do too much, but they definitely add up, and the chip damage is super important in this, for this character to add up before they start sealing out these kills. And they do have kill setups. They have a command grab. They have obviously the down B. Forward air starts killing, especially off stage, and there's that up throw with the command grab. A 3-0, and B-Rice advances into winners finals here for our Pool C tonight.
Yeah, very, very dominant 3-0 coming in for B-Rice. Just this entire set, B-Rice is just able to get anything he wanted. Horse wasn't able to play around Isabel's tricks. Just like at the end right there, you see B-Rice looking for these 2 frames, and there's not much Horse can do because he doesn't have a quick way to just zap the ledge, kind of like a P2.
Yeah, both those guys really wanted to get out of dodge as quick as they could, leaving the setup already for our next players. But B-Rice, kind of had I don't know, like a ton of advantage that entire set. I mean, they were very rarely in a precarious situation, and once they were in that precarious situation, they got out of it pretty much for free super quickly.
It was definitely B-Rice's show right there. But this upcoming set, very, very hot set coming up. We have Frost versus Arrow, I believe, who are currently 2-2, and the last time they played was at a peer smash for 4th place, and I believe Arrow Crom did a Frost and took a game.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I want to say Frost ended up coming out on top of that one.
Frost won 3-1 in that set.
Yeah, I thought so. I definitely remember that. I was present for that one. But, time will tell what they're going to be playing tonight. Now, Crom is a character who has a very exploitable recovery if you have the options to deal with it.
For sure.
And I think the Joker, with Arsene, if they get the Tetracon on deck with the Arsene, that recovery is going to be very, very easy for Arrow to deal with. But the Lynx definitely have projectiles that they can get that deal going on with. But getting Crom off stage is the difficult part because they are such a neutral machine.
100%. But even then, we could see something like the Incineroar coming out from Arrow this time around too. Because like I said, the last time at AZSL when they played, Arrow did beat him with the Incineroar.
Yeah, Incin, I'm just gonna keep my options open and not commit to anything because we've seen no shortage of character picks that we really weren't expecting, and it looks like we are gonna be getting the Aegis here, as opposed to anything we've talked to thus far.
And we're gonna be seeing Frost go with the Roy, which is something we have been seeing Frost do versus Arconi. With his Roy counter pick.
So, okay, let's see what Arrow's got here with this Aegis. Now, what we were talking about with Crom is very similar with Roy, neutral machines, but you can't talk about having super oppressive neutral without mentioning Mythra. But, you know, we see Frost going right to work, a nice 55%, but now we have Arrow in advantage, and he is just going to work as well.
For sure, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how much experience Arrow actually has in this matchup, but I do know Frost has played myself and Arconi in this matchup multiple times. So, you know, we'll just have to see what both of these players can bring out during this set.
Now, I think the Mythra is going to be the option here, especially early on.
Yep.
But we already have Frost putting a statement on that first stock.
That's going to be one of the big issues of this set, is that Frost is really good at getting these really cheesy early kills. It's something himself has said before that he specializes in. And Pirate Mythra being one of those characters that are really easy to just hit a dive beyond.
Right. Yeah, I can't fall out of it very easily. Now, I think opting for Mythra for most of the match is a smart decision, but using Pyra and Mythra interchangeably is going to be super important. The problem is that Pyra really struggles at disadvantage against a character who naturally causes your opponent to be in disadvantage whenever they're running around.
For sure. And going back to the Jivey statement, you saw right there, even though the Jivey didn't even kill, it still put Arrow in a super bad situation where he was forced to recover kind of low because if he decided to go high, he was too high and Frost could have caught it. But that
Alright, that first stock. Yeah, finally sealing out that first stock with an F tilt. That move is ridiculously strong, but, you know, Pyra, one of her few options, and there's a Jair. Yeah, the Jack Air coming out, as we dubbed it, Taco and I.
Ooh, high recovery. Could have been bad for him, but
yeah.
Frost is going to get 2 hits to stop him there.
Arrow really having a difficult time against Frost right now. You know, this isn't even Frost main, this isn't even the Crom, but they're really making the Roy feel super oppressive, getting a lot of damage on in very menial interactions. Where Mythra, she is good at so much, but killing and racking up damage with her individual attacks is where she tends to struggle a little bit.
For sure, and even though this isn't Frost's main, this is a character that Frost has been practicing and taking him out since he made the switch to a game controller. And Crom and Roy fundamentally kind of have the same combos, so making the switch wasn't that hard for Frost. But is going to miss that punish on the side B.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because they get a side B to answer right back. A 2-stock game 1 here, and Frost. What a game from them! It did not look like they were out of it for a single moment.
Yeah, that's definitely a good game to open up the set on, especially on someone like Arrow, where I would believe now Arrow would be thinking, okay, what character am I playing next game?
Right. And that's where Arrow tends to struggle a little bit, as we talked about during our pre-show. It's in when the chips are down, Arrow kind of has a bit of an issue adjusting to an individual character because they feel like the problem is them playing their secondary.
And we're going to get an immediate switch to Joker, which this is one of the characters that, while talking to Frost about it, he said this is a character that he does want to use Roy instead of Crom for.
Right, okay. Why would you think that is, do you think?
I think he just thinks the neutral's way easier for him to play around. Not only that, it's easier to cheese Joker because of dive B, and it's easier to recover, mainly because, Crom is very exploitable recovery.
Okay. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Roy, a character who has a very good close quarters game. Joker, kind of a mixed bag with their offensive pressure. whenever they have Arsene, their range gets a lot longer and a lot more devastating. And their game improves across the board, but consistent kills early on is where Roy definitely excels. And getting rid of Arsene, by taking a stock is super important.
Yeah, 100%. And one of the things I personally like about this matchup on the Roy side is that Jideby will start killing Joker before he can even get Arsene. If you have Rage, or if you're winning just hard enough, you'll get him to around 70, and you start your diving, and by the end of it, he'll just die before he even gets the Arsene off.
Yeah, I think too often we see too many people trying to be super defensive whenever Arsene's out, rather than just putting the pedal to the metal, picking your spots well, obviously, but, you need to hit Joker to get rid of Arsene, or it's going to last for a very long time. That's why Arsene is so oppressive, because people are like, oh, I'm scared, I don't want to approach. But now you see Frost throwing cautions completely to the wind, going ham and cheese, getting rid of that Arsene, and just putting the smackdown on the board.
Roy down tilt, just one of those moves you can't really contest. It's so it's not really safe to say. I believe it's like -2, but even then, against most characters, you can't do much about it.
But there's that Joker, the patented back air coming out, very fast, very strong and long move. Really good for off stage. And now we have Arsene here, and okay, that was a miffed up B, but they are able to make it back to
very
ledge
scary
before dying. Okay. Now, okay, going for another one. Kind of a weird option. We don't really see too many Roys going for up Bs from a grounded position.
It's kind of good versus Joker, mainly because you'll armor through most of his moves. You armor through the first set of dash attack, fair one. You armor through the late of Nair on Arsene. So against Joker, it's a pretty good option.
Right. Yeah. That rage really made that side be a lot more powerful. This is where it gets really scary, because like an F tilt will kill. Yep, there it is. Commentator's blessing, I think.
So what I'm thinking here is you can't. If you're Arrow in this situation, you can't really do something like an Incineroar on town, because at that point you're fighting Chrome/Roy on town and city.
Right.
If you go to Triplast, you're fighting them on one of the rest stages again. So maybe the play is to just go back to Smash Bros. Or go back to PS2.
I don't know, man. I gotta think about this one, because this is a rough matchup. I mean, we have Frost here running an absolute train over Arrow, like it's the Wild West. And they just put down the last spike of the railroad, dude. I gotta be honest with you. Arrow's got to change something up in a big way. I think meeting Frost with his own level of aggression is kind of the issue, because Roy's a character who can really outclass a lot of people at most ranges.
Oh, we're getting some Legend of Zelda music. Maybe we're going to see the link.
I'm expecting it. The Skyward tag coming out.
Yep,
Here is the young Link. Okay.
I do like this pick, because just like you were saying, I feel like Arrow's plan right here needs to be that he needs to slow down Frost and make him play at a way slower pace. He can't let Frost get these approaches for free.
If you put these impediments on the Roy running in, their whole gameplay shifts around a little bit until they get back into advantage. We already see 46% coming out, and a nice down air to land, but right into disadvantage yet again.
Frost get a nice string. Good damage.
Yeah, right back in the lead. Young Link's one of those characters I think is incredibly underused. We see people like Colonies and Skittles using them to great effect, but no one else really. And, I think if Arrow decides to stick with this character, they can see a good degree of success in this matchup.
For sure. And Young Link is just one of those characters, so to say, it's a more of a, looks easy to play, but actually, in reality, it's hard to play at like a high level.
Yeah, I think it's one of those low skill floor, high skill ceiling characters.
Yeah, for sure.
Where their level of viability really varies depending on what level of a player you're going up against. And I think Arrow's ability to use this character well is being very aptly demonstrated right now.
Yeah,
going
even
pace for
right
pace
now.
with Arrow, or with Frost, for the first time this entire set.
And right now you can see Frost kind of just sitting back a little bit. He's expecting the projectiles. He's playing the way he needs to, but this is
Right.
a lot more favorable for Arrow, I believe.
Oh, man,
Not gonna get that
great
hard.
offstage game.
Let's get the guaranteed damage.
To punish. Right. Yeah, it's Arrow's doing a really good job of getting into advantage from neutral. It's just they tend to overextend a little bit, and that's where the openings from Frost are really opening up. But right now, if they keep playing at this mid range with their projectiles, they can get some really good easy kill setups like this one.
Ooh,
the arrow
and
into
that's
up
gonna
B.
be super poor DI on Frost's end. He definitely should not have died of that.
Right, but maybe not expecting it. Maybe, I think Arrow starting to come to terms with this matchup and find a new way around the problem.
Yeah, but there's one thing I'm scared of, and it's another thing I was talking about when we were introducing Arrow. What if he wins this game and doesn't decide to stay on the Young League?
I have a feeling they might. I mean, this game is going incredibly well considering how the rest of the set went.
It is, but just like in the set with Bethel, the Incineroar game went really well for him, and then he just switched off of it. So, maybe we'll see an issue like that happen, but I would really like to see Arrow stick with the Young League for the rest of the set.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's the thing about playing multiple characters is you tend to be stretched a little bit thin for your degree of mastery over a lot of them. But that Young Link really had a lot of promise with the JV2 coming out. Game 3,
really good conversion on Arrows. Then gonna drop the bomb. Know that Frost is gonna try to do something out of shield and just killed him for it.
Right. Not wanting to overextend with that up B, trying to get back to ledge safely, but coming right down from the Halo platform, getting a nice early kill. Smashville coming back out.
Yeah, just drops the bomb, says hold this ratio, and kills him.
Right. Now, we want to see...
Oh, we're gonna see the Incineroar.
Dude, I don't know about this one.
I'm actually fine with this because, like I said, he did beat him with it last time they played. And
in a
Frost,
very incredible fashion, too.
Frost, as of recent, has been losing to my Incineroar as well.
Right. All right, well, let's see what Arrow can do. I mean, they're doing a good job minding their spacing right now. They really have to against a character like Chrom. I mean, they're getting right to work, but Frost not making it easy. You gotta grab or
unfortunate STD.
That is the fallacy of Incineroar. They have a difficult time getting in against these faster opponents with these swords, and also have a trouble recovering.
Big X-Smash coming out from Arrow.
Oh, nice down throw back air. Not going to kill just yet, though. All right, they have Revenge on deck. A side B will be killing, but no, they instead offer an up air, get that percent out early.
I respect it. One of the things that most people look for when Incineroar has Revenge is just look for the side B. But, Arrow just going to do that up air, get that guaranteed damage with Frost. Going to get a really early stop with that jab air dodge S-Smash.
Dude, he hit him with that jab and said, "You're going to air dodge, and I know you will." And, that back air might be back throw might be too little too late. As we see Arrow really firmly in the back seat. Actually, he's not in the back seat. Right now, he's in the trunk with the keys locked in the front seat.
Yep.
In the ignition right now.
Incineroar is a character that can make comebacks. Is definitely not out of the realm of possibility.
No, I'm inclined to agree, but we do have Revenge out. They're going to pop it right now with the forward air. Frost wisely recovering back to ledge. Arrow looking for those Cheeto fingers. Not going to connect, and good minding of the command grab.
Get that, so that's going to kill. No DI on Arrow's end.
Man.
Probably just not going to have expected it done. That change right there. Frost is going to take that 3-1. Pretty good showing from him.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree there. I mean, Frost looking about as cold as we're used to seeing him with that Chrom, and the Roy actually doing a lot of work early on as well. So they will be going on to winners finals to fight against B-Rice, where right now we're going to be seeing Arrow fall down to fight against Horse.
Mm-hmm.
But I think at this point, dude, I got to be honest with you. I think Arrow Young Link definitely was the play there. They were just a little bit too willing to switch off because, you know, on paper, you don't like to see zoners or you know, zoner archetypes on Smashville because, you know, small stage, you have a character like Crom who could just run around all over the place, but that means they're a little bit closer to you and they can hit your projectiles faster as well.
For sure,
So,
but
you know,
there is this is something I was talking about with Bethel, is that although it is a small stage, that is an even smaller area that you can cover. Like Young Link Arrow could easily cover the entire bottom side of Smashville with just one boomerang, right? Or you could cover it with an entire arrow. So it has its ups, it has its downs, but at the end of the day, if he stayed Young Link, it really just depended on what Frost was going to stay with. If he was going to go with the Roy, if he was going to go with the Chrome.
yeah, well, you know, they decided that the little bit of brute force and defensive play was stronger than coverage, but they were out here looking like AT&T because they got no service, and a 3-1 victory for Frost. They're going to be advancing to the next round. But before we get to winners finals chat, obviously we have to go through losers semis as well, but we got a little bit of a trailer here for Pure Esports. Why don't you take a look? I'll bring it in. Hey everybody, welcome back to AZSL Pool C. Again, I'm Laird. I'm joined by my good friend Stroder, and we're getting ready for some loser semifinals action right now.
Yep, we are getting into Arrow versus Horse. The last time these two have played was actually at Almost Ascension in Top 16 Losers Round 1, where Arrow did take it 3-0 over Horse with the Joker. Horse is playing Daisy for 2 games, and that's for the last game. But it looks like we're going to see the Young Link right now, maybe?
I think they kind of realized that that was the play last set, so they kind of want to stick with it. But yeah, not standing up to fist bump. And all right, Ness versus Young Link. I think Young Link has a pretty solid time here if they don't bomb, because Ness can definitely absorb these bombs for a little bit of health.
100%. But you know, this is Horse's character. This is what Horse is known for by most of the people in the community.
Right. But a floaty character like Ness kind of gets bullied by these projectiles and by these disjointed hitboxes coming out from Arrow. He's mad right now. He came out swinging.
For sure.
Oh my god, and breaking him out of that grab with a returning boomerang. Time to ready to take that stock too.
Really scared about that Zaire. Most of the time when Zaire fails like that, it usually leads to them SDing. But Arrow just gonna be able to get back up, get that kill on Horse, and he's gonna secure the first stock of the set.
Yeah, why does it save their jump on that recovery too in order to make it back? All right, little bit of schmicks from Horse. They're doing a good job of avoiding what little attacks they can avoid.
Yep, gonna get these upbeats out of shield.
But yeah, this combo game from Arrow is so oppressive in this matchup. Yeah, doing a good job of just catching all of Horse's landings.
Ooh, and catching
that
a wall
nair.
jump tech. Super good awareness from Arrow to realize that Horse is either getting stage fight or is eating a nair right there.
Yeah, regardless, he was dead. Excellent coverage. You know, last set, he was kind of looking like AT&T, but now we got the coverage of Verizon Wireless with the FiOS internet.
100%. But yep, this entire game so far has just been Arrow just doing what we've seen him do with the Uncle before, just getting these strings, getting this damage, and just carrying the kills when he can. But right now, Horse trying to make a good comeback right now.
Yeah. Okay, I really like the aggressive up air on the landing to help avoid the combo coming out from Arrow. Got a little bit of free damage on it and also got Horse out of dodge for what little time he had. But he's got a hill at the very least to climb if he wants to come out on top of this game. And right now, the oppression coming out from Arrow is so deadly.
That's gonna be the boomerang there. Very good conversion on Arrow's end to just steal out game 1. And Horse this entire time kind of seemed to struggle to get in. Maybe we'll see another switch to the Palu. Maybe the Zero Suit again.
Yeah, I mean, this guy just can't catch a break on these projectile characters tonight.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get another stage switch as well. Not sure where to though.
Yeah, we missed it during the replay, but we'll be seeing it. And okay, you just won. Why are you switching?
Yeah.
Arrow, you gotta commit, my man. That's the problem he's having, you know.
We are gonna see
once he finds out the commitment.
And we're also gonna see if we're switched to the Zero Suit. I'm not sure what attempted this. I actually do not know what Horse plays against Smithrow. Regardless of player, but maybe he does play Zero Suit against it.
Right. Well, I do think the Ness would have been bad here, because Smithrow can combo Ness for a little bit, to say the least. But yeah, I think Zero Suit tends to struggle against sorties, and especially against, I mean, maybe not so much sorties in general, because they are really good mid-range character. But I don't know. I mean, this rushdown type of sortie, they really tend to suffer against a little bit.
I'm really liking Arrow's neutral B usage on both Pyra and Mithra right here. He's kind of just landing with it, and with Mithra, he's kind of just, you know, I'm gonna land with an aerial, so I'm gonna make it look like I'm doing an animation. That way, when I actually land and you try to do something out of your shield, I'm gonna hit you with the rest of it.
Yeah, I mean, even a very minimally charged Lightning Buster from Mithra still covers a lot of space and does a good amount of damage. At least, I think, like 20 by my estimate, if all hits connect. And also, that Pyra neutral B is really effective for getting out of dodge. It covers both sides of the character when they're landing, and it makes, you know, characters who really want to hit you in the air think twice about it.
Yeah,
because,
and
you know, they might
get relatively safe.
Right, yeah. And even if it gets shielded too, that does a lot of shield damage. And I mean, if you get caught shielding one of the hits, you're not going to drop shield because you'll be eating a heck of a punish by the move if you do.
But right now, we just see Arrow's just running this game again. Horse just can't seem to get anything started at this point, but it's going to take out that stock. Maybe you can get a couple of low percent strings right now.
Right. And this stage switch is making it really difficult for them to get a lot of the ZSS cheese on the board.
Yeah.
I think.
Good punish on Arrow's end, just seeing that West grab and just charging an smash on the Mithra.
Yeah. Excellent. Alright, a little bit of grounded offense coming out from Horse, but that's going to be answered right back with a couple attacks from Arrow. No combo there.
Guys, that's maybe a roll in with that fully charged neutral B. Arrow not going to give it something to get that switch.
Are you
actually going to take it.
Okay, we got to see that replay real quick, because that was an incredibly smart F-tilt usage to punish that side B. Okay, all right, look at this here. You're going to see an F-tilt come out to clank on the side B, and yeah, that if that move gets clanked by anything, That puts ZSS in a lot of hits done. That dash attack really close to the edge of the stage was able to seal out that stock incredibly easy, especially because it is town and city.
Yeah.
I think that was a ingenious play there from Arrow.
We're gonna see the Joker here. We're gonna see the Peach come out from Horse first time today.
Yeah.
And like I said,
So
this is the matchup they did play at Almost Ascension. Did not go in Horse's favor. Was kind of close games. I did get to catch a little bit of it. All 3 games were also on this stage, very ironically.
Right. So we see Arrow getting to work right away. Horse having the advantage. And I think before the stream started, you told me that Horse was transitioning away from Daisy and Peach because the character was a little bit too technically demanding.
Yeah, but you know, Daisy and Peach is one of Horse's favorite characters, so is gonna still attempt to play them at least. Has been playing them for a while. COVID happened.
Right.
He was playing a lot of Peach and Daisy and Wi-Fi events, and even when Pure Smash events started back up, was still playing a lot of Peach and Daisy in offline brackets as well.
We are seeing the Daisy doing, or excuse me, the Peach rather, doing a ton of work, but honestly,
And Horse,
I think
he's gonna secure
yeah.
the first stock in this game. Looking really good on this
I'm
Peach right
starting
now.
to wonder why we haven't seen this earlier.
Just classic Joker let trap and just putting out those backers, you know, jumping out, kind of better than an option to, you know, make Horse waste a float, try to get out the 3 forces.
Right. Joker, one of those characters who really can't cover multiple options at once if they commit to one. But if they kind of stay planned and wait for an option or get lucky and guess, they can cover a lot. And there's the Arsene forward air killing at about 106%. Usually we don't see Peach living this long. But, you know, really good resilience coming out from Horse.
Yeah. Ooh, tries to read out a falling aerial, probably an error. Okay. But Horse is not giving it to him. But this is the kind of scary part about Arsene Joker low percent, as well as being able to do down throw down air very early percents around 30 to 40. He also does have very solid low percent screens that do a lot of damage with our side.
True. Arsene, I think not even close to coming out here with about 2/3, maybe even half on that Rebel gauge. But we're going to have to see like a hell of a read on a Rebel's guard or a very long-lasting stock if we're going to see that Arsene again in the stock. So I think Horse might be in the clear. Don't quote me on that.
You never know. Could, you know, one of these side beats from Horse could just get Rebel guarded. That could be an Arsene right there.
Yeah, could be. And I'm starting to see that Horse really isn't using turnip too much.
Yeah, I think he started to realize that Arrow was playing a lot differently when he had a turnip out, and just gave up on the idea of,
Right.
I'm gonna sit and shield with the turnip, and when he gets my shield, I'm gonna hit him for it. But yeah,
Oh, what a read there too.
Arrow
And a grappling hook for good
super
measure.
long string on Horse right now. Horse has no resources, no jump, no float.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Arrow was making it nearly impossible for him to land there, and you know, after you shall receive,
Yeah, that's
Arsene
gonna
is
be
back,
it.
and there's the Tetracon.
Horse is looking really good that entire game, but once Arrow started getting it all in, he's just never stopped.
Yeah, and there you have it. Horse bows out, last in the pool, not winning a single game this evening, which is just heartbreaking. But we did get to see a little bit of the Peach come out to pretty decent effect for the most part, but Arrow came with a fire under his ass in this losers bracket. They're sitting in losers finals, awaiting the loser of this matchup between our winners of round 1. And, you know, Frost B. Rice, this is gonna be super important.
This is their tiebreaker set, actually, because they are currently 4-4 in sets, with the last time of them playing was also this Saturday. And winners quarter, BRS actually won the set 3-1, or 3-0, I believe.
Wow. That's something you wouldn't really ordinarily expect with characters like Crom and Roy against Isabel. I think sorties are and fast characters who can really get in on Isabel are where this character tends to have a lot of her struggles. But I gotta be real with you. If B-Rice has that kind of track record under their belt against this character, against this player even, we could be expecting a really strong set here. But anyway, this is going to be winners finals here. A Group C. Winner of this set is going to be guaranteed a spot. Yeah.
And this is going to be a good set for sure. They have played 8 sets lifetime, and a little side note is that Frost's first PR win was actually on B-Rice in this same exact venue.
Oh, no way.
It was.
A little bit of history there for you. I think Frost's game plan right now is to kind of keep B-Rice in the air, prevent them from landing, because if they set up that down B, it gets really difficult to approach, because they can just hide right behind that.
Yeah, unfortunately, Frost is going to miss the dare right there. That would have been the stock. Going to hit that one, though, for sure.
Yes, sir. Frost going up really big. I think if B-Rice gets a good read on the trajectory of the ether recovery, I think Frost is going to have a hard time getting back to stage. But so far, we've been seeing them do a good job of holding center and just preventing B-Rice from getting too much monumental damage here.
Yeah, for sure. And this is what we saw on Saturday as well. And this is what we see in most of the sets they play, is that whoever gets momentum at first and whoever just decides the pace of the game, that's usually who ends up winning. And Frost is just non-stop pressure on this Isabel right now.
Right. If you look at the player cam, you can see Arrow sizing up both opponents right now, eagerly awaiting the winner because they desperately want to run back into into losers finals, even grands.
But let's just say Arrow might be waiting a fat minute for that one. This could be a Game 5 set if it really wanted to.
Right. And we see B-Rice going to work, playing super aggressively, waiting for their opportunity to strike. And strike they do, getting a nice 50% combo on the board against Crom, a character who is known for aggression and really nerfing super aggressive approaches no matter who the character is.
Frost getting a little bit too greedy for the throw right now, just kind of throwing out an S-Smash right there, gonna get punished for it before it even comes out.
Right.
And right now, B-Rice
stop that approach.
B-Rice has control over this game, which is very scary, especially, after we saw what he did to Horse, when he had control over that set as well.
Yeah, we see two very momentum-based players coming out right now. Yeah, good bait there from B-Rice, too. See, B-Rice, unlike Frost, I think whenever they get in a good disadvantageous position where they might be losing their stock, it's that, okay, I gotta slow down a little bit, with my recovery. That makes them so potent with this character because they definitely don't struggle where most other players would crumble.
Yeah, you don't see B-Rice, trying to make an effort to immediately get back to the ledge. He's always kind of just chilling a little bit underneath the ledge, waiting for you to do an option and just get a reversal off of it, really.
Yeah. But we see Frost back in the lead still, holding it down, quite tough, with a firm iron grip.
Yeah, looking for these uppers and upbeats.
That was a nice conversion. That did about 30-40% there, I think.
It did 40, I believe.
Right.
But Frost understands. He has the lead. Just play lane. Just do what you need to, get the guaranteed damage, get that air smash, and take that game. Get the lead.
Yes, sir. And this is a night and day comparison of what we saw on Saturday between these players.
Because on Saturday, really, it kind of just looked like Frost was super lost on what to do. Like, despite even playing it for 7 sets beforehand, he just looked completely lost on what was happening.
Right, so, small battlefield will be the counter pick. I kind of like this a little bit, less breathing room for Frost to run around on the ground. And I think Frost staying grounded for the most part that game, unless they were in advantage, was super important for their degree of success going forward. But right now we see B-Rice going right to work, 54% unanswered. And they're doing a good job of just, again, minding their spots, being super advantageous, but making sure their presence is known nonetheless.
Yeah, and the Balloon extension right there gonna help Frost get that down air. Not too much out of it, just getting the damage, but damage is damage nonetheless.
Right. You see Frost really keeping B-Rice in the corner, and B-Rice struggling to get out of there. They took 50% just from being trapped like that.
Connor not gonna get punished. Very, very surprising right there.
Yeah. Yeah. B-Rice kind of fishing for these grabs, no pun intended, of course.
Yeah, but one of the things that most people don't actually realize is that Isabel doesn't have very much lag on most of her moves, so she kind of can just throw out these grabs and bait someone like a trump, kind of run in there. But just gonna get scooped off of that ledge. Frost's gonna take the first off this game.
That was an instance of B-Rice playing a little bit too much overextending. But a stage spike to be killing out of the glass zone is going to give them a nice even game here.
Actually going to be tech blocked out of that because he did hit shield before that tech situation happened, so he actually was not able to tech that regardless.
Right. Man, great combo right now coming out. 87%.
Very good advantage.
B-Rice.
Something that Frost
absolutely going through it. Taking this dog to the pound right now. There it is.
Straight zero to death.
That's what I'm saying, brother. Man, this aggression.
Okay, Frost is
right now.
Frost is just freestyling right now.
Yeah, I think both these guys are really using their characters to the fullest of their potential, but it is Frost lapping his opponent in stock percentages right now.
You can tell in this set alone, Frost is definitely putting his foot down. He's trying to tell B-Rice Saturday was a scam. I'm winning this side.
Oh, jeez. I feel sick after that one. That was. I mean, B-Rice did a really good job of holding it down for the most part, but I mean that was disgusting. Just how brutal that Frost is playing just there.
Yeah, and maybe B-Rice can make some adjustments, but I don't know. I think Frost is just playing too hot right now.
I think B-Rice also is a little bit. He might need to play more of a boring zoner-based game as opposed to playing as aggressive as they usually do. I think they need to slow it down, play a little bit more of a cold-paced game, which ironically Frost is doing the opposite of.
For sure.
So yeah, these guys playing very even right now. I can definitely tell that B-Rice has slowed their tempo down a little bit, and it's taking a moment for Frost to adjust.
Yeah, and B-Rice is getting a lot more out of his advantage states, not compared to Frost, but compared to the last few games.
Right. Yeah, and I think B-Rice is going for a little bit more of attrition-based game, but they try to get combos off of everything, even where there are not
situation
combos.
right now. Yep, that's gonna be the stock.
Yeah.
That's on the ledge, just putting out that invincibility.
Right. And as I was saying, I think Isabel's a character who can really rely on getting chip damage here and there, as long as they keep themselves safe. Frost has been using aerial into up B a lot to really good effect here in these last couple games.
That's going to be an edge guard. Very solid edge guard coming out from B-Rice. He's going to clip him with a down air on the way up, and then just hit him with a background air dodge.
Yeah. Also going for some cheese there, because that command grab can actually drag people off stage.
Very solid Jeff smash.
Yeah, the Jeff smash from ledge.
That's going to be an up B. That's going to be
no, and he's dead!
Oh, wait! B-Rice actually lived that.
This could be the opening. Wow. Okay. I think Frost is feeling himself a little bit too much right now.
This is a huge opportunity for B-Rice right now. Let's see how much he can do off of this.
All right. Ooh, taking the lead. Crossfire's right back, though.
Davin there.
Yeah, lots of percent.
back in the ledge trap situation. And Jared will kill right now.
Wow. We're seeing a lot of grabs coming out from Frost. He's doing a great job of ledge trapping. I think the ledge trapping this set has been really slept on between both of these guys.
Yeah, and that's kind of just what has been blowing up this set compared to the Saturday set for Frost. Is on Saturday, Frost was just missing a lot of his ledge traps. He was kind of just letting Beerus get off the ledge for free, which is really concerning considering he's playing Isabel.
Yeah. If you give Isabel a free option, they will take it every time, and that's not so good for you. Okay, that was interesting. I don't think B-Rice was ready for Frost to just kind of run in like that.
Scary situation right now. Both players one hit away from just stealing out this game.
Yeah. Updog not going to kill yet. It's probably at the percent where it might.
That's going to be it.
But there's a forward air.
Yep, surprise
and
forward air.
B-Rice on the board. And this is where the wins start to change a little bit, my friend.
Yeah.
But this is going to be Frost's counterpick for the rest of the set.
And I couldn't imagine Frost getting too tilted over that, you know. Just like I was mentioning before, could just easily just laugh that off. Be like, all right, you know what, next game. It happens.
Yeah, I saw him just kind of shrug a little bit. Not in like a depressed way, though. In a, yeah, I got this kind of way. And going to PS2, I think. Long stage. I think it's the... I don't think it's the longest in the game. That title is going to be going to town. But I think its box is the biggest.
I believe so, yes.
3, 2, 1.
So, you know, good survivability here. And they got the Unova music right now. I'm a huge fan, personally.
Immediate 38% coming out for B-Rice because Frost just got a little bit too antsy. Just ran in, got hit by a lord, and just took some free damage.
Right.
The ledge trapping coming out right now.
B-Rice definitely finding their combos a little bit better right now. But they are pretty chill with just sitting back and shooting their slingshot whenever they can't find a good way to approach. Okay, excellent effort there. Man,
Get that
okay,
up
there's
very
the right.
good up smash on the neutral get up.
Yeah, solid read there, all things considered. And the Jack Air not going to kill just yet.
That's going to be a
But
Jared.
that time it might.
Back to that very solid ledge trapping coming out from Frost.
All right, back to an even game right now. I'm definitely expecting Frost to strike first, but B-Rice to you know, kind of take a lot more punishment than what Frost might be expecting.
Back to the ledge trap situation. B-Rice is going to roll on for free because of the balloon actually putting Frost on a little bit more hit lag than he would be if he just whipped the move.
Yeah. Man, and you see Frost now opting for a bit of an aggressively patient style, I think. Not forcing their options too much, but, I mean, they're swinging out a disadvantage, and B-Rice just kind of hops into that chip damage every so often.
Yeah, but this is the same playstyle that Frost was adapting when he did lose to B-Rice on Saturday, so... Maybe he's been making a little bit of adjustments for that, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's pretty apparent that Frost did study the VODs in preparation for today.
But B-Rice,
But a
really
good
good advantage
juggle.
state right now. Frost keeping his jump that entire
Also,
time, just for that one situation where he could have died.
Yeah, I was just about to call that out too. I mean, really smart. Most people would have burnt their resources there. And there it is, a forward air to be killing quite early. And now B-Rice with a little bit more of a lead than we've seen from them in a while.
Yep, gonna get the double up tilt up air. It's about classic.
Yeah. Also, shout-outs to B-Rice not overextending anymore. In the first couple games, they were really taking their aggression a little bit too far and getting punished for it. Now they're like, okay, up tilt, up air. I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna wait to see what they do. Then I'm gonna punish.
He's getting his guaranteed damage. Even though right now he can play a little bit greedy, but even then playing a little bit greedy and getting hit by a Crom anything could just lead to death right now. And with that,
Yeah.
you know, with how explosive Frost has been this entire set, could just lead to another zero to death. That up air gonna take it though.
Yeah, that's a strong up air. It does. We're not used to seeing it kill, but at that high percent, pretty much anything would. A light breeze would probably spell the end for B-Rice's second stock. But they're going to be going right back into this. And I really liked how Bryce has just been sending up the gyroid really early sometimes, trying to catch out these recoveries, or these jumps rather, from Frost. It hasn't worked yet, but it has really done a good job of corralling Frost into an area that B-Rice can aptly get some more extra chip damage on him and get a punish.
Super close to hitting that S-Smash. That S-Smash would have killed, I believe, with how much rage Frost had.
Right, and how light Isabel is. Uh-oh.
Huge
All right.
for Frost right now. Could get this potential ledge drop and win the game. But B-Rice gonna get back to center stage.
All right, the forward throw coming out. This is really scary for Bryce. This could be their last stock in winner side. They don't want to lose it now, but they are.
Not gonna die just yet. Another ledge trap situation though.
Yeah, Bryce staying in shield. Oh,
very good air
but
dodge.
a nice air dodge. Genius play. Bryce wants to go to a game 5. He's sizing him up right now. Overextends. He rolls to safety though, avoiding any unfortunate situations.
It's gonna be the edge guard. That's gonna be it.
Grabbed.
We're gonna go to a game 5.
That's the up dog, baby. Okay. Frost still doesn't look too shaken up by that.
Yeah, looking around the room, and could be a little bit nervous, but he's one of those players who compose himself very fast.
Right, he's probably just like, phew, I hope no girls saw that. But he's like, oh, jeez, that was embarrassing. But honestly, it wasn't, because I think they were at a very big deficit at one point, but they were very, very close to clawing their way back into it. Very close to winning that match, too, with
like I was saying, he was, you know, it is very scary for it to get to that last stock situation, even if Frost is down that much percent, because he is a very explosive player.
What?
Could have cheesed him right there. Not going to get anything off of it, though, but Frost going to get that get-up attack. Going to take a lot of damage for it. B-Rice getting a nice juggle right now.
Yeah, so that grab was actually a shield poke. The end of the fishing rod, the bobber, actually ended up grabbing Frost's exposed ankle. If that's not an Achilles heel, I don't know what is, but it didn't lead to anything too detrimental. A little bit of damage, sure, and B-Rice doing a great job on the stage. And that back throw too. Going off stage with some pressure, but great avoidance from Frost to make it back.
But also not going to get a reversal, so B-Rice still going to be in a decent spot right now. Shield very low. He needs to watch out for anything that could possibly shield break, like a down smash or no smash.
Placing the gyroid down, and they get the up dog. Not going to kill, though. This ceiling is incredibly high.
Yeah, B-Rice, he's just playing it safe. Dashing into his shield. No, if he hits anything on it, Frost could do an area out of shield, because that's just something that Crom's really good at doing. Just an up out of shield. Yeah. That could lead to a juggle. That could lead to a stock.
Right, and Bryce just, taking his time, going slowly.
That's going to be a Jared, though.
Recover at the right point.
Very early stock coming out from Frost.
Yeah, a great ledge trap there with the jack air, but we see an up smash coming out. And it is, once again, I think for the 4th or 5th time we've seen this set, an even game.
Yeah. Just these two players just going back and forth.
Yeah, they're scrapping right now. They're busters, trying to advance to the next round, trying to guarantee themselves a spot in the AZSL finale. And a great extension there. A couple of huge. And a grab. Oh, is that it?
Huge.
Oh no, he does it again. Nice air dodge.
Very nice downer from B-Rice coming out.
Great. Oh my god, that was beautiful for Bryce.
Yeah, Frost getting a little worrisome. He's getting kind of greedy for these kills now. Just randomly killed an S-Smash right when B-Rice grabbed the ledge. Gonna miss that Jared too. Gonna keep him in a disadvantage state though. B-Rice gonna return to the center of the stage.
Yeah, Bryce using their safe options there.
Jab fair, not gonna get the jab.
Not giving an opening. Okay, good tether cancel.
Frost just gave up that
Opted for a
entire
less
left side
exploitable
situation. That was really huge for him.
Man, and this is looking like shades of Game 4.
Not gonna overextend
where
right there. Good on
Frost-
V-Rice.
Yeah, Frost had a pretty big detriment,
Get
but
that
able
grab,
to
forward
keep
throw.
fighting
Ledge trap situation.
nonetheless.
Yeah, really hard to see that Lloyd when V-Rice is going underneath the stage because the entire stage is just flat from the camera angle.
Right, and on top of that, I think this stage, the color palette
could
of
be
it,
it.
really makes it difficult to see. Yeah, look at that.
That's gonna be it.
And there's that forward throw.
Very poor DI from Frost. I think he just wanted to get out of there. Just
But hey.
give me to the next set. Let me play Arrow again. I'll be back later, V-Rice. But
Right.
just like that, V-Rice is gonna be in the top 8 finals bracket for the AZSL Season 1.
Right, and they're guaranteed as well. They advance to grand finals tonight, giving themselves a way better chance at getting a good seed as well. But our next round of competition will be the run back you've been waiting for. It will be Arrow versus Frost.
Yeah,
Dude,
both
that
of these
set
players,
was really good.
both of these players never being ranked on an Arizona PR before COVID, but definitely two very strong contenders for one of the PRs coming soon for post-COVID events.
Yeah. I mean, these guys have been putting in the work, grinding day in, day out, and their results are definitely what they have to show for it. So this is a run back, where I think winners round 1 when these guys played, it was a 3-1 victory for Frost.
3-1 victory. Arrow switching characters every game, I believe.
Yeah, and I think that's what needs to stop if they want to win this set. Maybe play the same character for like 2-3 games, but only switch when you feel like you're at a very bad disadvantage.
Yeah, we are going to see the Young Link, which was the one character that did get a game.
Right. It was against the Roy though, not the Crom.
Yep. And very interesting that Frost straight up started with the Crom this time around.
Yeah, well then again, we did see Arrow pick the character first. So I think they realized that the close quarters might not work super well against Arrow. So they're opting for a little bit more of a solid disjoint pressure.
Even then, Arrow right now just tacking on so much damage.
Yeah, off to an immaculate start there.
Not gonna get all of that double defense, but it is what it is.
For how strong that move is, its inconsistency is the one thing holding it back.
That's gonna be a stock for sure. 132 on that up B.
Yeah. Right, Arrow up B has been, I think, one of Frost's least favorite things to get hit by, with Arrow throwing it out a couple times with the Young Link, getting a lot of damage up.
Good downer. Frost, hasn't taken that much damage on this stock, but that's gonna be a grab from a disadvantage. It's gonna give Arrow a lot more space to kind of just run around with these projectiles. But this ledge trap situation, that's gonna be the stock.
Oh, nice read on that, and getting another nair. Z dropping the bomb so they can get a stronger punish. Down tilt, up B, not gonna kill.
Yeah, not gonna kill for sure.
Throwing that bomb down a little early too, and just doing a good job of keeping Frost pinned in the corner. They rolled the center despite all the hazards in their way though.
Smash. Not gonna do much just because it was, I believe, the weak hit of the back end.
Right. But it's free damage, gets him out of dodge, and it leads into that forward air.
Nice up B, gonna get.
Oh, nice 43% there.
Bomb a little bit of extra damage right there.
Yeah, excellent recognition there from Frost to put that pressure on. Frost hasn't been hit yet this stock, and they're starting to lay the smackdown onto Arrow's stock. I think the adjustment has arrived
Yeah.
And we're starting to see Frost having adapted.
But one of the issues I'm noticing right now is we're starting to see Arrow kind of, you know, he's straying away from this. I'm gonna play back. I'm gonna throw projectiles at you game, and you see him throwing a lot of these spares, which you're just trying to catch Frost jumping. But when you're doing that, especially as a character like Young Link, when you're fighting a Swordy, you're just gonna get stuffed out most of the time.
Right. Especially a Swordy this aggressive and fast as well.
Also, another thing that I do want
air
to know
dodge.
is that a Colorado tournament that happened fairly recently, Frost did have to play Skittles and did take a game off.
Oh, okay.
So Frost definitely does
think
have some matchup knowledge.
Arrow's Young Link, though, proving to be a little bit more important.
Yeah, gonna take
And,
game one.
yeah, dude. Great work there, that game one from Arrow. And right now, they are at the lead. And I think Frost is going to need to figure out a solution here soon. He was starting to adjust towards the latter end of that game, though. I mean, he played a really, really good second stock.
For sure.
Young Link.
Yep, and we're gonna see Arrow just
There we
back to the
go.
Young Link. This is what we want to see.
That's what you like to see.
And something I want to see from Frost these next couple of games is I want to see him kind of abuse how bad Young Link can actually be on the ledge, because
Right.
I'm not sure if you know, but Young Link's get up attack is the worst in the game, and he has one of the worst rolls in the game. So if From stands there and charges an S smash, not much you can do about it.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure necessarily about the specifics of that, but I do notice, or especially like that last stock, or second stock that Arrow had last game. The reason Frost did such a good job of getting rid of it was because he was the one holding stage bills.
Yeah, and I don't know, just trying to get stage against a character like Young Link, especially with the way that Arrow's playing, where he's mixing up, like he's gonna be on the defense or the aggressive most of the time, is pretty hard.
Right, right. Especially with the amount of movement options at Young Link's disposal as well.
Look at that jab. Surprised he didn't opt for a down tilt tech chase right there. A down tilt tech chase could have definitely sealed out the stock, but what is going to seal out the stock is going to be an arrow to an upper from Arrow.
But an F-tilt could be taking that stock right back. Only 10% on the board, and we're starting to see a really good varied mixed offense from Arrow right now. But Frost is playing a little bit outside of the range.
Gonna get that double fair. Not gonna opt to go for Homicide. Don't blame him for 3%. He definitely can just win a bunch of neutral interactions to this stock and just take the stock where Arrow can do anything else.
Yeah. Frost has been holding center like his life depends on it this game.
Yeah, and you know, Arrow disrespecting it. He's gonna sit back, just throw stuff at Frost. He's gonna force Frost to come to him. And
right.
Just like that. Arrow had center stage for a little bit, and now he has him in this ledge state where Frost kinda has to fight his way out of the corner, but he's gonna do that fairly well. Very brave neutral could have been the prom jabs.
Most people would die there, but Arrow timed it just well enough that he only had to resort to getting a grab. No punish, but yeah, the F smash to punish that one right back.
Nice,
there's the forward air, Frost on top. Oh, dude, did you see that early recovery there to avoid the bomb?
It was pretty good.
That was pretty good. I'm glad you agree, because
it's pretty good.
he had something there. All right, up there to catch that jump. Now Arrow trying to be a little bit of a corner creep,
Not
but
gonna get the up B
that's
upper.
something you really don't want to be.
Gonna get
There
that
it
down
is.
to LP though. That's gonna take the stock. And this one game on its own is very important to the rest of the set. Because this can decide, you know, is it going to be a 1-1 set where, you know, next counter pick can go to whoever, or will Frost have to make a reverse 3-0 with 2 games being on an arrow counter pick?
Yeah, this is always the match where the net swing feels way bigger than any other time in the set.
both of them just playing really patiently, just trying to look for their opening.
Yeah, neither of these guys, they know the gravity of the situation, and they don't want to risk themselves when they really don't need to.
That's
Oh,
gonna be an
no!
SAK though. Really unfortunate from Arrow.
Yeah, he's going to be feeling that one right now. He's face-palming a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think sticking with the Young Link is the play here nonetheless. It was an accident, to say the least, but, you know, that was your one mistake. That one mistake cost you the game. You're playing fine regardless. That's just my opinion. I don't think Frost should get, or excuse me, I don't think Arrow should get too shaken up from that. It happens.
I don't like this hover. This hover's kind of
I
scaring
don't
me.
either. No. Go Young Link. Do it.
Okay, back
Nice.
to the Young Link.
Okay, good lad. Smart lad doing this.
I'm not just gonna drop that game and just say I'm done with this character. Just gonna stick it out. Although this counter pick,
Yeah. I'm agree.
I don't
This is
agree
one
that
of
much with this
Crum's
counter
best
pick.
stages. Do you have any idea how early side B kills on this stage?
I don't agree with this
without
counter
rage?
because it was Arrow's counter pick. It wasn't Frost's counter pick.
Yeah, I know. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, like, that's why I disagree with the counter.
Yeah. Very weird, but I guess he does just want the space, and it does turn into FD, which I believe is one of the stages that Frost has banned.
Yeah. I really don't think there's a stage in the bunch that Crom really hates, though, because he could still catch landings really well on FD.
Yeah.
But right there, you see the Jack Air in the corner. Oh!
Hey, but Arrow,
But
gotta make a
stopped to
play right
answer
there.
back. Yeah. I think Arrow looking for the earlier kill confirms as well. So volatile to say the least of this counter pick. It helps both players a lot, but that
I'm starting.
I'm
starting to see the thought process behind it because Arrow's
Oh,
skills
no.
have all been as smashes up Bs at the ledge and first.
Right.
So the more this goes on, I'm starting to see it a lot more.
Yeah. I know Link proper really likes the stage as well. For the same reason, that up B is incredibly powerful.
That's not going to be a Jer. Frost actually going to miss
Yeah.
the turnaround input and just get a fair that doesn't hit at all.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, that's gonna be the next
Great
part.
recognition from Arrow. He realized that Frost didn't have a jump, and he capitalized with that lingering there.
That's going to be a Jer. Even game right now.
Yeah. So this is another big match because this is game 3. Winner of this is one match away from winning and eliminating the other. And Frost playing in 5th gear, going balls out for the
Yeah.
plays.
And honestly,
Game looks too aggressive
seeing
to catch
someone
that
like Frost not qualify for the top 8 finals bracket would be a pretty big upset.
Yeah, it's almost like Jinx not qualifying last week. It was
Yeah.
heartbreaking. Akadona, we have them to thank for that. Alright, I really like this pressure from Arrow, not overextending until they just overextended.
And that's it.
Oh, he's dead!
No, he had a jump. Oh, that was
I
scary.
didn't realize he
I got
had-
scared.
Yeah, me too. I was about to put my head down and start crying. Okay,
Okay, that's
nice
huge.
air dodge.
That might
There's that
kill.
forward air. Will it kill? No. Up B?
Up there.
No, up
That's
there.
gonna be it. Huge game for Arrow to win.
Wow. Yeah. And Arrow not switching off the Young Link yet to their benefit. I'm glad they were hovering like they wanted to switch off, but that worked incredibly well for them. And yeah, look at this pressure. Beautiful.
Really good recognition on Arrow. It's just like Frost doesn't have an air dodge. He can't fast fall air dodge through this up air, so he just lets it rip and just kills him for it.
Beautiful. All right, and Arrow drinking the Lord's beverage right now, the H2O and that sacred vessel.
Frost
Battlefield's
gonna
a
stick
pick.
with the Prom.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Battlefield was the stage that Arrow's Young Link actually won on last set against the Roy. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna immediately go back to the Young Link.
Yeah, we're gonna see it yet again.
No, just back-to-back weird counter picks, but you know, the town worked out for Arrow, maybe the battlefield's gonna work out for Frost.
Right. Yeah, both you guys just kind of shifting around each other. A good combo already from Arrow, getting 55% on the board. And, you know, this third platform gives a lot of extra extensions in the air, especially. Which is super important for these guys.
Yeah, Arrow just has so much control over this game right now. But has to get off these platforms if he wants to continue doing anything. Yep,
yeah, honestly.
Very good option from Arrow. Very good downer as
well.
Nice
down air.
Chase.
Did not kill. Up smash, not gonna kill either. Wise of Frost to stay in shield. That shield's looking very weak right now. Speaking of Young Link, that shield was looking like a Skittle. Just
Frost
there.
Just kind of looking a little bit lost right now.
Right. Yeah, these projectile matchups are giving him the most trouble tonight, as we've been seeing. Okay, that up B not killing. Obviously, I mean, it hit him back to center, but that looked very scary because I don't think that was a jump. If that was a reverse up B, that could have been very bad.
And even then, even if it didn't kill, it's still a lot of damage.
True.
Arrow's racking up a lot of extra credit right now. Gonna get that jab there, but I'm not gonna go off in time to even attempt to save him.
Really good varied offense, yeah. Arrow reaching into his deep pockets, throwing out whatever he finds in there. And just keeping Frost grounded, keeping him in shield, and just putting on a lot of projectiles in his way. And there it is, a nice string.
Frost, on his tournament stalker now. This, what seemed like Frost was going to 3-0 B-Rice and just make it into the top 8. It's looking very grim for him right now. He could just not qualify right here.
If he doesn't mount the comeback, this is going to be an amazing, amazing upset. Alright, Arrow to forward tilt. Gets him in the corner. Oh, he overextends on that grab, but he's not going to get punished for it. And
smash.
Yeah, jeez. Oh my god. This aggression right now. It's so fast.
There. We're down there, not gonna hit it.
Alright, he's gonna get punished.
I don't like Frost's decisions to just
Yo, why would you do that?
That's gonna be it.
Oh.
Arrow is gonna qualify for top 8. And
he does. And for the finale. This top 8, I'm sorry.
and just like that, Frost for another big tournament doesn't get into the next part of the bracket because he also, I'm pretty sure he lost at in his groups for almost Ascension as well.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that. We didn't see
we're
them
gonna
in
see the B-Rice Arrow Grand Finals.
Yeah, now, okay, this is just the victory lap for both of these gentlemen because they already did the hard part. They qualified. So they're going to be going into the finale August 15th. And, you know, I don't think either of these guys want to sandbag. I'm pretty sure they're going to fight for that higher seed. Especially if B-Rice's general ordinary playstyle is anything to attest to. But hey, it's been a great night for some Smash tonight.
This is the first time these two have played in bracket as far as I'm concerned. So,
right.
I'm very curious on what Arrow's going to decide to play here.
I was thinking the instant. I was thinking about it. I was like, there's no way though.
Well, because we also did see them play a little bit of friendlies before the tournament had started while we were doing the introductions to all the players. And we did see Arrow was, he was taking games off of B-Rice with the Joker. He was playing a little bit of Pyramithra versus B-Rice as well.
Yeah, Arrow might be just trying to chill out, have a good time right now. They qualified, they did the hard part. I can just relax. I'm going to be back in winner side in top 8, but you know, right now I might as well play one of my favorite characters and have fun. Or see what it could do against B-Rice potentially, because B-Rice might be a big threat going forward. You might want a deep pocket counter to them.
Because very likely these two may as well see each other in bracket during the top 8 anyways.
Right, right. Alright, and
Pretty even game so far.
I was gonna say, yeah, these guys are very neck and neck, especially considering the weight differential. That back row might kill.
This might kill. Jesus Christ,
Yikes.
this character is not balanced. This game was not play
Santa
tested.
Maria! Oh man.
He's gonna drop
he's
the
going for the
dog
down.
and then die.
Yeah, B-Rice will grip and rip for that border if you chase him off stage.
Good
But
revenge
see-
catching BRS out on doing the falling dare that he does very often.
Right. The cat's beating the dogs right now. Alright, not gonna eat that that ending hitbox for the up B. Nice nair, but
Nice
a good
tech.
stage tech.
Get that side B, not gonna kill.
Yeah, great DI from B-Rice to survive that. Most people would die there, no matter how heavy their
I like
character
the idea with that lariat. Wanted to be reverse lariat off the stage and just catch the balloons and then hit BRS for it as well.
is. Right. Back air
That back
will
air, that's
kill
gonna be it.
from
Jesus
center.
Christ.
Okay, you know, yeah, this instant kind of doing some work right now. All right, double up tilt, double up air, double trouble. All right,
That
side
side
B
B,
put
more
damage.
damage.
All right, I knew that downer was
Just gonna
coming,
die
but
for it.
yeah. Again, we were saying, dude, what I gotta tell you? How many times do I need to teach you this lesson, old man?
We get that back throw. Arrow just playing this ledge game really well.
Yeah. All right, there it is. Up the up version. Oh, and the up air. Okay, game 1 goes to Arrow.
Yeah, the instant are working out for him.
Here it is. The side B into the up throw. Going in. Platform extension. Boom. The wave landed so he could actually act faster off of landing on the platform. That was really smart.
Yeah, he's gonna go straight back to the instant roar. Not gonna mess around with his other characters. Maybe he did just want to win this entire set. And we're gonna miss
Dude.
Mario.
I see they're important.
We get the perfect grand final song.
I was gonna say, this is so intense right now. It's shifting through the 35 years and counting of Mario's existence.
But, you know. Arrow getting some good damage right now. Very as like hit him with nothing.
Yeah, that was a really good air dodge from Arrow. Also, by the way, to avoid the fishing hook, because he could have gotten really cheesed there.
I really like the idea with that nair. Try to do the soft air to push him into the void and get more of an extension off of it. But
Yeah,
it's gonna be a little bit off of it. Can we get a different song?
yeah. Wait, just a second though. Wait just a second though, because we'll be getting a different one soon. Any second now. Hold up.
Any second.
Any-
It's gonna be an up throw.
Nice.
Up throw not gonna take it. Very surprisingly with all that rage and how light his bell is.
Oh, and he tried to go for that over that.
That
oh,
nair
yeah,
is gonna
fail.
take it though.
Dude,
Larry, I gotta do
I hate
21%.
I hate FD. Why is this happening to us?
This is the worst.
Oh.
This is the worst song to be playing right now.
Dude, he parried the last into the lariat, so he didn't get any more
Gonna
shield
get that
damage.
Lloyd to upper. Good kill confirm from Beer Ice.
Yeah, very strong option. Dude, if we had what if we had Gamer as the last pick actually?
No, oh my god.
As a
If
song
we had...
pick.
Okay, anyways, back to the set. I like the way Era's playing this right now. He was kind of just jumping around BRS's slingshots, and he was like, "Hey, you need to get away from your Lloyd right now. I'm not trying to be over there."
Oh, that's
That
gonna kill.
B, that's gonna kill.
That has to be like the best command grab in the game.
Probably.
I know the
Never mind,
I know
Kazuya.
True, actually true. That was a great bait there.
Yeah,
Okay, so
actually,
he's down tilted. B-Res was expecting the combo there, forced them to neutral air dodge, and they got hit by the down smash. Not bad, Arrow, not bad. Dude, I like foregoing a true punish for a saucier one. That's like something that not a lot of people do until like higher level.
BRS just threatening with these arrows right now. Not gonna connect with any of them. Just wanted to see if Arrow were to come in arrow. But he's gonna walk up smash, and Arrow's gonna go 2-0 in his grand finals.
Dude, I almost spit out my drink there. That was gross. Look at this. He's gonna catch this landing right in front of him. Right now. Boom, baby! That had to
Maybe
be a
just,
fat finger.
It had to be a misinput.
Yeah, I've done that so
Funny
many times
Kalos.
recently too.
God bless we get some actual music.
True, true.
Same
Dude,
with
I
the
want
Incineroar.
pokey floats.
Same
Pokey floats
matchup,
really takes you
Incineroar,
back to
Isabel.
Yeah, a really big stage though, with a very FD-like vibe, but with these side platforms. Dude! The Anthus battle music. Super underrated track in this game, I think. Alright, and we see already the aggression from Arrow coming out. But B-Rice getting a
delay here, up there.
decent broken combo.
Nice jump out of the lariat.
So in the wise words of Macho Man Randy Savage, the cream rise to the top. And right now, Arrow trying to look like the cream right now. He's got this pro wrestler vibe. You know, he's making good on Randy Savage's promise.
That up smash. I think that up smash would have hit him.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be a
Oh,
card.
great pressure. B-Rice not making it easy.
Yeah, and that's something that was missing from these other games. But Varus wasn't really going out there for these air cards.
Yeah.
Wasn't really
But you know what
stepping on
goes
his
well with
L's
Rice?
some shots.
You know what goes well with some rice, Schroeder?
What is it?
A little bit of cream.
But Arrow with his advantage state right now, Varus is just gonna roll way past that side B and get the punish. And he's gonna leave it out. He doesn't need to approach the right now. Arrow's behind, Varus is in the lead. There's no reason for Varus to be running it. But you know what? Varus is just saying I'm better than you. I might be down to 2 games, but I'm better than you, so I'm just gonna run up in your face.
Yeah, you know as well as I do that B-Rice plays really great whenever they're at an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
If that winner's final set is any
Yeah,
indication, forward throw.
that's not gonna
I think
kill.
up throw.
Up throw might have
Do you think
killed.
up throw would have killed? I know it's a high ceiling like Kalos, but you know.
Okay, well, Isabel just
Oh!
exploded.
Good recognition of that regrab. Down smash not gonna
get
connect
that down
either.
smash.
All right, Arrow, you know, back against the wall, but they're really fighting to get this advantage back. They want to take it to a set 2 right now.
B-Rice flying away, almost died. Almost
Oh,
died again.
Jesus!
Gonna get that
To
now, that's
what?
gonna be it.
To what extent will Arrow go for this victory?
Gonna get caught up by that Lloyd caught jumping. Really good awareness on B-Rice to just float slightly above his Lloyd just so that he can detonate it. So Arrow had to, at any point, try to chase him. He'd just get hit by it, and B-Rice just gets the advantage and lands for free. That's gonna be an up smash though.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's these heavy smash attack reads from Arrow that are really doing a good job of keeping him in the set. And not just in the set, that lead that B-Rice had earlier has nearly completely evaporated.
And just like that, Arrow's on the lead, and Incineroar does a lot of damage with his really short strings. That's gonna be revenge
Oh my
dash
God.
attack.
He comboed Revenge into that dash attack too. God. And now B-Rice in a pretty bad detriment against a heavyweight who won't be dying for much longer. Oh no!
That's revenge, really scary now. Surprised that upper didn't kill.
There's an up smash! 3-0 arrow onto B-Rice. It's that cream, brother! Feed the cat cream, you get a bellyache.
That over. Very surprised it didn't kill with it. If you look at that out smash after the air dodge. Very probably just afraid of getting hit by a fair and upper, you know, basically anything that would have just killed him.
That safety blanket from B-Rice has completely expired at this point. You know, the limited time warranty is gone, and now you gotta face the reality that if you break here, you can't get a refund policy. This is your one chance to secure yourself a good seed in the top 8 bracket. Don't let it go to waste.
I guess you're starting on Kalos.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I definitely thought this was a counter pick, but they might have gentlemen's to it. That's fine. Alright.
No, actually it's not fun. I wanted more Mario music.
I wanted gamer. I'm disappointed. 0 out of 10.
B-Rice trying to go
Worst
for the
grand
reversal
finals
right there,
of
not gonna get it.
Yeah.
That's really
That
good on
was
Arrow's
so
end.
smart! Dude, using the side B armor to go right through the gyroid. Brilliant. Just brilliant plays
Double
right
upper,
here.
no up B. Still good damage though. Get an upper there.
Oh, okay, that's revenge on deck again. Trying to go for more, trying to double up, get lost in the sauce.
That downer, not gonna
Okay,
just spike the
gotta
box,
recover
though,
high.
unfortunately. Yep, Arrow gonna opt for the side B off the ledge again. B-Rice is cheating.
Yeah, man, that shield pressure really hard to deal with that jab. When they get a nice down throw.
Down throw.
No
Not
punish.
gonna be on DIN, so no follow up gonna be there for Arrow. Back throw, that's
back throw
not gonna take
kill.
it.
But they expended their jump early. But they
That
got
was
another uppie
really
because
good
of
catch from B-Rice.
Okay, yeah.
That's gonna be it.
good
And, you know,
coverage.
B-Rice can definitely. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was gonna say they hold on to the stock, but no. Great read on the tether recovery there.
But
and
B-Rice can definitely bring this back with just a solid edge guard. It isn't Incineroar, just catch him out of the side B a couple of times and he's dead.
And doing a great job
And
catching
that's
and
no
landing.
jump.
Again, we see another lead from the other player this time, completely evaporating almost. But they need to take the stock first. Go for the downer. Yeah, it goes for everything there. All right, they go for another one. Nope. Just up there to put some pressure on the board.
Solid edge guard.
No jump.
From B-Rice.
Yeah, it's dead.
I like how he hit him with the soft fair to make him reset his side B. That way he can set himself up for sweet spot fair.
Yeah, I mean, really great reading on the recovery tree. Because, I mean, he didn't have a jump. Almost all his resources were gone at that point. And, like, an early uppie wouldn't have been a great option either. But B-Rice battered, bloodied, and beaten, but not broken yet. They have a chance to win this game 1 of Deadass Finals.
Yeah, that's gonna
But
be
no.
it. Though.
Oh!
That's not gonna be it. But, you know, just like we saw in the game that caused the bracket reset, we saw, you know, Arrow jumped out after B-Rice, and B-Rice got scared, and he air dodged, and Arrow just landed in smash attack.
Yeah. Yeah, flash screen not going to kill just yet, though. But yeah, watch this. You know, a down tilt into the stage, and B-Rice wasn't ready for it. I think they used the innermost part of Incineroar's legs, too, to get that specific trajectory on the down tilt. I'm pretty sure that's how that move works. Don't quote me.
But we are gonna get a stage swap again. We are gonna be going to Battlefield. We are still on the Isabel.
3, 2,
True.
1, go!
Man,
We got some actual music.
instead of Mario.
God bless.
Okay, I can kind of bop to this.
It's a banger.
It's pretty good.
Not much has happened so far. Just a couple of neutral interactions, a little bit of damage, a little bit of poking.
I feel like the
But we
music
gotta-
sets like a really powerful precedent for how the match is gonna turn out.
Yeah.
Like we had this intense music last game with like the Pokemon theme
That's gonna be
and the champion
down
theme,
smash.
and now
Down
we have
smash
this.
is
It's
gonna
like a
be
different
going
vibe.
over the jabs to secure that stock off of B-Rice. Revenge Fair, gonna do a lot of damage. Gonna get that out smash
Oh
as
my
well.
god! B-Rice
B-Rice is
B-Rice
sick.
is like,
He's taking 62 off of 2 moves.
yeah.
Gonna get that fair.
All right, nice high recovery too with that up B early.
Nice up smash. Not gonna kill though. Too little over percent. Up throw on the fishing rod also not gonna kill. That up smash is going to take it though. Very good call out on B-Rice.
Absolutely. All right, dash dancing back and forth, covering the space if they can. Not pressing too far in the corner. The gyroid was gonna be triggered the second they showed up. Yeah, okay, it's like Arrow just kind of putting on some pressure, but without really approaching B-Rice, waiting for B-Rice to approach back. Because, like, I got the lead, I don't gotta do nothing. And yeah.
And I think Arrow's starting to realize what B-Rice is looking for. B-Rice is, his main game plan is he's gonna want to call out your jumps with these slingshots and start getting his advantage state off the bat. So, Arrow is just jumping around these platforms and doing it at very awkward timing so that it's hard for B-Rice to actually hit these fairs, and even when he does, he's not gonna get much out of it other than just that fair.
Right. I think the majority of the damage that B-Rice has been getting the entire night has been from the extensions they get
my God.
off of their attacks, rather than the attacks themselves. So if you're unwilling to give them these extensions, like the bulk of their gameplay and their damage is going to be at a detriment. Oh my god, this pressure.
Very good edge guard coming out from B-Rice.
B-Rice, not out of this yet. Double up
No
smash.
jump.
Oh, jeez. B-Rice getting out of dodge, going to the other side, playing passively, playing patiently, spot dodging around that. Oh no!
This game is so unbelievably bad. We play this for fun.
Yeah, people have fun doing this. Hey, I'm having fun watching it. I will
This
say
game was
Ultimate is
play-tested?
very good. Yeah, people thought that was okay. Look at that. It's his hands under the platform.
But very good punish on Arrow's end to get that up smash from under the platform.
Fair and balanced gameplay we're seeing right now.
Gonna run it back on the Isabel and Cineroar.
And this is Arrow on the cusp of a 6-0 here in Grand.
Yep.
After losing in round 1 pools tonight, they beat everybody else. They've taken a set from every other combatant in this event tonight.
Yeah, but we've seen B-Rice pull to 3-0 before.
Oh
Definitely see him do it again.
There's no nipple spike in this game. If you know what I'm referring to, Falcon had a...
Yeah, Falcon and Melee, right?
Yeah. Yep. And PM, actually. I think the developers of PM, they made it into a true spike.
Yeah, but this isn't PM. This is Isabel for some reason.
No, this is Patrick!
But B-Rice, beginning of this game, is getting some good strings. Arrow just doing the usual, you know, getting the hits he can in the neutral and racking up some percent. Rhino's a very scary situation. Gonna B-reverse iframes out of that side B.
Yeah, that was incredibly smart. But speaking of good strings, that fishing pole coming into
Good
great
situation
effect
for
here for
BRS
this
right now.
edge guard. That's the best string in Isabel's kit. All right, air dodging as opposed to side being.
That's gonna
Yeah,
be
but
it.
that's the stock.
And B-Rice, you know,
Nice.
making a little bit of some adaptations. Definitely
Right.
looking a lot cleaner compared to the rest of the games.
Yeah, I think they realized what could happen if they lose one more match, and they decided to crank it up to 11 for their potential last game of the night. Yeah, these callouts are just at another level, an ungodly level.
B-Rice, he's just dancing around Arrow right now. He's doing such a good job of playing around these moves that Arrow's throwing out.
But a good up B to kill from near center. We've seen bigger detriments this set for Arrow, and they bring it back in the matter of moments. Man. Alright, we have an actual banger. A genuine banger playing right now.
Yeah. But
Uh-oh, no jump on
Guys.
Isabel.
yeah, could have been a little bit scary,
Nice there.
but not much is gonna happen
Yeah.
out of it. We're just gonna return to the neutral. B-Rice having
Yeah,
center
B-Rice.
stages up.
Alright, there's that fishing pole. Really good distance. Okay, he has a jump still. Nice. Okay, I think BRS was expecting the side B there
Yeah.
as they went for the F smash, but that was an overcommitment as the cross chop was the better option there.
I really like how B-Rice is playing. Smash
Yeah.
right now.
Where was this the other 5 games is what I'm wondering.
I think what
But
B-Rice needed to get used to was, I'm not sure if he was familiar with what Incineroar's burst range actually was, because despite Incineroar being a kind of slow grappler, it is he does kind of have a deceivingly good burst range.
Right, yeah. I mean, that forward air covers a lot of distance. That dash attack's
That
really
move
good.
that should definitely be nerfed. I don't know who thought that move was okay.
A little overtuned, I will say. Up smash, up air. Alright, parry into an up air. Up tilt, up air, rather. The
Yeah,
pot
BRS
coming into effect there.
He's playing so well around Incineroar's burst range now that he's finally figured out what it actually is. And Arrow's just not... He's not being allowed to get as much as he used to.
Yeah. Okay, but there we go. This might be the damage that Arrow needs to win this game. Tournament stock for B-Rice. If they clutch it out here, they overextending a little bit. Yikes!
I swear that move sends so far, but I've never seen her actually kill.
What, the cross
The
shot?
upwards hitbox of cross shot.
Yeah. That move has a lot of really dumb hitboxes sometimes. Great air dodge.
Yeah,
That
this
was
is super scary
really
right now.
smart. Got to the ground really fast there. Okay, I think that was a good bait from B-Rice. They were trying to get Arrow to approach, but they weren't able to get anything off of that. Great idea. Up dog, not gonna kill.
Gonna get
There
that
it
upper,
is.
Very poor side B coming out from Arrow. Just a bunch of
Yeah.
lag on that move, so Barrett's gonna see that and be able to get a hit out of it, get
No
that kill.
6-0.
Finally get a game.
Yeah. Yep. Good wait for that side B. All right, and FD looks like the pick. Mario!
Stop battle. Isabel.
If we get Mario music, I'm gonna scream. Just a warning.
I'll be a little bit upset. And we might get a character swap?
No, don't. Instant! Stay instant! Thank you, Arrow!
Yeah, we're just
Arrow's
gonna
realizing
realize
that-
again.
Yeah. I think a character switch at this point would throw off everything that Arrow has going.
Yeah,
One.
but
Go.
also to be fair, would throw off everything that Beerus has been doing. He's starting to adapt to this first range, so imagine
Oh, man.
you give him a different first range to start adapting to.
Jesus! That initial combo led into so much damage. Like, opening after opening presented itself for Arrow.
What is
Wait!
this? We get like SpongeBob music?
It sounds like it. It's called Bit Crusher. I saw what the title was. Dude!
Good, down tilt fair coming out from Arrow.
I'm loving this baseline, too.
That's
Holy
not gonna be it.
Wait!
Arrow did have a jump, or got two frame, one of the two. But it's gonna be able to
Something
live
like
that.
Right. Oh, I think BRS is going for the cheese with that fishing pole, but unfortunately, it's tethered instead.
Not gonna hit that up smash. Beerus starting to just be a little bit antsy. He's starting
Yeah,
to look
they're
for, he's
getting
trying to force a
desperate.
lot.
This might be the
It's
beginning of the
definitely-
end.
Yeah, it's definitely not something you want to see, especially when you're playing a character like Isabel.
Man, Arrow's patience in a lot of situations has been what's kept him
That's
in this
fine,
set
though.
for so long. But yeah, the side B is going to get punished with that down air. It is going to spike. B-Rice evens it up in terms of stocks, but they're one or two good hits away from losing their second stock here.
Like, this live trap could just get stock, realistically. That could be an up
A
throw.
girl thinking?
That's gonna take
And
it.
that
132 with no rate on FD.
Yep. Tournament stock again. B-Rice really needs to turn it up if they want to win here. Okay, good accidental tech.
Gonna get a revenge
Smart.
stack off of the Lloyd.
Yeah. Dude, it's insane that Incineroar can revenge, take a fraction of a percentage point, and turn that into, like, 30%.
200,000 damage.
Yeah, infinity percent. Mega death. Uh-oh.
Could have been huge.
Back
It's
row.
the inner hitbox of the down tilt though, so it is gonna send him a little bit higher than it usually would, just because it hit the stage.
Oh!
That's gonna be a good tech on Beerus's end.
Yeah. It popped both balloons, but also hit the Isabel. The tech was super
That's
good
gonna
there,
be
but
it.
there's a running knee!
Yeah.
The GOAT
Yeah.
himself!
That's gonna be it.
Of Daniel Bryan. Arrow saying yes right now. Winning the tournament, guaranteeing a good seed for the top 8 finale of AZSL.
Yeah, and just like that, Beerus and Arrow are gonna be the 2 other people to be joining Riley and Ekidona for the top 8 finals.
Yes, sir. And dude, excellent performance from Arrow tonight. They went down immediately. They lost to Frost. They ended up having to run the gauntlet and beat every other opponent. They 3-0'd Horse. I believe they 3-1 Frost in losers finals. And then they 3-0'd and 3-1'd their opponent in grands to advance
but
to the next
let's look
round.
at some of the highlights from today. So we got this
Yeah.
solid death confirmed from Beerus. This set, like this entire
man.
set was so good on Beerus's end.
Right. Here's that. Yeah, the up smash, but another up smash, getting a little greedy there. I remember that. But see, that was the promise of better things from Arrow. That little interaction right there, and it turned into quite a lot later on in the event.
For sure.
Of
And then
course,
we
here's
have
the horse
Arrow
set.
versus Horse.
Yeah,
Such
beautiful.
Such a
that
good
coverage.
option coverage. Yeah, we had Arrow
Yep,
playing 3 different carriages in this set, I believe.
I think that's my favorite clip from the night. The clanking the side B into the dash attack.
I just realized both of them
Excellent
played
kill
3
there.
different characters.
Right. Yeah, with that. Yeah, Tetracon to take that game. Horse, I think 3-0'd there, and
And
winners
then-
finals.
In my opinion, hypest set of the night.
Yeah, the winners final set was awesome. The reverse 3-0 from B-Rice to win the set, but man, it is heartbreaking that Frost fell in losers finals. Because honestly, anyone tonight I would have wanted to see in top 8 finals.
Like, it was super unfortunate because I thought that BRS was 100%, like, he just lost his head off that comp side. But he lived
Right.
it and was able to just make a full turnaround.
Yeah, I mean, talk about bouncing back, and then, I mean, you want to say it again, Arrow going in, getting this early stock at 65.
Yeah, I feel like that,
I mean-
that one stock alone, I feel like that shifted the entire game state.
Right.
The
Oh,
entire,
yeah,
like,
this.
set.
Man, I gotta be real with you. Like, I couldn't have asked for a better night of Smash. I mean, Arizona rarely disappoints, but tonight was different. Tonight hit pretty strong.
Yeah, and
And
then,
then the grand set.
the set where Arrow didn't switch off his character.
Yeah. I mean, the victory lap was so crucial from Arrow. They weren't content to just qualify. They had to get a good seed, and 3-0, and then 3-1. The favorite to win tonight in grands.
And that's the other thing is that Arrow in this group wasn't even seeded to make it out.
I know. I think they were seated second last behind.
It was behind
Frost and
B-Rice
B-Rice?
Frost, yeah.
Yeah. There's that running knee too. The Daniel Bryan, the yes movement has hit Arizona. and it has completely taken over Arrow. They're advancing into the next round. I mean, dude, I'm happy. I'm super happy about how tonight went.
It was such a good night for just the entire stream. We had so many good sets to watch. We had, B-Rice making a reverse 3 on Frost. We had Arrow, for probably some of the first time I've seen, just stay on one character for an entire set. Multiple sets in a row.
And I was gonna say, we were talking about that before the event started. We were just like, yeah, they did that in Almost Ascension, and they got, they kind of burnt themselves out. But once they started, okay, I'm gonna commit to the Young Link and the Incineroar for these remaining sets, and I'm gonna let it rock. And they did, and they won. If Arrow just has that faith in themselves and their characters, like, they could do literally anything in Arizona. So you better watch out, because they did mention they were coming for you.
True. But, all I'm going to say, we didn't see the Link today. Not once. We saw Young Link, not Link.
No, we didn't. So, who knows? We might be seeing it at a Pure Smash one of these nights, just to keep it warm in case they need it for the finale. But we'll see. I mean,
we still have a lot of other sets to play. We have 2 more groups, and then we got the top 8 finals as well.
Yeah. So our Group D next Tuesday, starting at 6 o'clock for our pre-show, is going to be Krupp, Bethel 3D, Jumbo Jack, and Skarm, which might be the most interesting group of the entire series. I don't think you'll disagree there.
That is definitely my most anticipated group to watch.
Yeah. But I mean, tonight was awesome. Group B last week was really good too, with Ekidona really coming to form and outperforming what anyone expected of them in qualifying. So, who will the next hero be?
Because
it's going to be answered next
honestly,
week.
I could see anyone from the next group just making it out.
Right. So
I think it's a very real possibility that Krupp doesn't even make it out.
Yeah, and that would be insane, because Krupp is a fireball whenever they really come to form and they start playing. Yeah, but hey, if you want to check out any more of the action over the course of the next 4 weeks, our broadcast will be live every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on SAK Gaming TV, which is hopefully while you're watching that. And I'm pretty sure all the VODs are going to be put up onto the YouTube as well. So if you miss it, don't worry. But you can also watch the Twitch VODs. That helps as well. But definitely watching it live is kind of impressive. Watching these guys perform.
And not only that, but you can
something
see
I look forward to.
You can see some of these players and even more on Monday and Wednesdays when we run our locals. We do have the pilot program on Mondays, and we have Pure Smash on Wednesdays, which usually Frost shows up to them. Horse is there every now and then. Arrow might make some appearances, and V-Rice makes some appearances at points. So
yeah,
definitely some really fun locals to watch. Yeah.
So he lost a set for the first time in weeks last week as well.
I keep losing sets to Krupp at Thursday events.
Is he your favorite for next week? Is he your favorite to win next week?
Maybe. I don't know. It depends on Okay, I think what it really depends on is Skarm versus Jumbo Jack, because the last time Skarm and Krupp played, Skarm won.
Okay. But anyway, guys, I think this is gonna be where we say goodbye tonight after an amazing night of Smash. This is Stroder. I'm Laird, saying so long from Gilbert, Arizona, where our 2 champions, Arrow and B-Rice, move on to the top 8 in Arizona's Smash League. You can find all the highlights and additional content on the YouTube, which I talked about earlier, and streaming live on our Twitch, and as well as all of our VODs and all that jazz. But this has been a presentation of SAK Gaming Esports, made in Arizona. Thank you all. Have an amazing night.